Have you ever thought about this, my friend, that most of the people, they want to become rich, but they will never become rich. In fact, most of the people, they will be having a miserable life. In fact, most of the people, they will have to struggle through their life. They will have to work very hard and still they never make it. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you, I'm going to actually demonstrate you all the steps which if anyone takes, I believe it can literally help them to transform their life. So please watch this video very closely. Now, first of all, ये एक बुक है द साइंस ऑफ गेटिंग रिच. ये कहती है इट्स नॉट अबाउट डूइंग सर्टन थिंग्स, इट्स अबाउट डूइंग थिंग्स इन अ सर्टन वे. सो आज इस वीडियो में मेरा इंटेंशन वही है कि मैं आपके साथ वो सर्टन वेज आपके सामने रखूं which can help you if you are looking for some amazing results, you know, in your life. So सबसे पहले think about this, my friend. We are talking about getting rich, so which means it has to do with, you know, how somebody can you know, make some money for themselves. Now there are two ways of making money on this planet. How many? Well, just say two with me. There are only two ways. No three, no four, no five. There are just two ways. One is you can either sell a service or you can sell a product. Now think about this. This is what most of the people they are doing. They are actually selling their service. Now let me ask you, जब कोई सर्विस बेच रहा है, doesn't that mean कि वो अपना टाइम दे रहा है? Well, yes, you know that they are giving their time. Now let me ask you, what is life made up of? Is life made up of you know, money? Is life made up of things? Or is life made up of time? Well, life is made up of time. I hope you said that, which means कि वो अपनी life दे रहा है. Now, time is limited in nature, which means if somebody is selling their services, which means they are trading their time to make some money. Now, time is limited, which means they will only make a limited amount of money. And that's why you will see people who are actually trading their time to make money, they will only be able to make limited amount of money in their life. Now, there is another way where you can or anybody can sell products in the marketplace. Now, think about anybody, any company or any entrepreneur who's making a lot of money, who's becoming rich, is because they are selling a product. Now, here's the math. If you could literally sell just 10 products in a month, and if you could make a profit of 10,000 rupees on one product, which means that you can still make 1 lakh rupee in a month. Now, making 1 lakh rupee by trading your time is going to be really difficult, but over here, this can happen in one day also. But that's not it. Think about this. If anybody wants, they can sell not only 10 products, they could have more products and they can still sell 30 products in a month. Or agar 30 products mein, even if we are getting 10,000 rupees profit, we can still earn 3 lakh rupees in a month. And if we can sell to 100 people, and if we are getting this amount of margin, then we can also hit a number of 10 lakh rupees in a month. Now, this is just an explanation. I just wanted to show you why selling a product can actually help anyone to scale. Because when people, they learn that they can sell some amazing products, and if they are selling a product, that's how they can actually scale, because there is no limit over here. Over here, if someone is trading their time, there will always be limit, and that's why I have showed it with an anchor. Anchor क्या करता है? आपकी speed को रोक देता है. So until and unless somebody breaks free and starts selling their products, you know, they will never be able to, you know, create real wealth for themselves. Now, let me ask you, my friend, do you think everybody wants to become rich? क्या आपको लगता है कि हर आदमी रिच होना चाहता है? Well, the obvious answer seems to be yes, right? But let me tell you, that's not the truth. बहुत सारे लोग नहीं चाहते. And in this video, you will understand why I say what I say. But if they want, if they really want, they can adjust some changes in their mindset. They can make some changes in their approach, the way they live their life on a daily basis, which can literally help them change their life. Now, think about this. This universe works on certain principles. Okay, universe के कुछ एक laws हैं, like the law of gravity, law of motion. You know, this universe is completely on automation. God ने जब बनाया universe को, एक code लिखा, and you know, the universe is on automation. Now, let's say अगर ये पेड़ है, let this tree represent you know, कि जिस तरीके से बहुत सारे लोग कुछ चाहते हैं. Let's say अगर ये पेड़ जो है, let's say this tree wants to have a mango, okay? बहुत सारे लोग पैसा चाहते हैं ना. Now let's imagine कि ये tree जो है, this tree wants to have this mangoes. Now let me ask you, अगर इस tree को mangoes चाहिए, तो वो कैसे होगा? Well, in order to have these mangoes, the tree will have to do certain things, right? कुछ action perform करने पड़ेंगे. Is it possible कि tree कोई action perform ना करे और फिर भी उसको mangoes मिल जाए? It's not going to happen. You understand this, right? Now think about this. ये tree mangoes produce करे, ये कौन सा action लेगा, ये किस चीज पे depend है? Well, this is dependent upon the seed of the tree. What is the seed? What is the being of the seed? Now, अगर यहाँ पे seed mango की बजाय apple का होता, do you think यहाँ पे mangoes आ सकते थे? Well, you know the answer. It's not possible. So every seed, they have a memory. They are logged. So mango seed, when the mango seed takes the action of a mango seed, जब वो काम करता है, only then mangoes will come. Now similarly, think about this. Okay, this universe works on principle. So we call us as human beings. Human being means we have a choice to be. Now think about this. If you want to have anything in your life, okay, like over here, this tree wanted to have mangoes. So if you want to have anything, first of all, you will have to be the person. Okay, be the person who can do the thing so that you can have the thing whichever you want. Now look at this. Let's say this represents money. So most of the people, they want money. Okay, everybody wants money. Who doesn't want money, right? So everybody wants money, but they don't know that in order to get money, money is a result. Money is what? Just say with me. Money is a result, right? So money is a result. Now in order to have this money, that person will have to do certain thing. Okay, perform certain actions. Now वो action कौन से करेगा is going to be dependent upon who is that person. So on the being of the person. So you'll have to be the person who can do certain things, and those things can get you to what you have. Now similarly, if you be more, you can do more and you can have more. Now for most of the people, they choose to be little, so they do a little and they will always have a little. Is it making sense now? So this is why most of the people, when they say that Vinay, I can't learn, I can't grow, that's what I tell them. If you say no to learning, you are also saying no to growing. You are also saying no to your good life. You are also saying no to success, which is possible for you. When you say no to trying, you automatically say no to winning as well. And so you need to understand that you need to be willing to try, you need to be willing to take chances, you need to be willing to learn so that you can grow. Now, what most people, they don't understand is, most people confuse rich is equal to money. So let me ask you, do you also think, my friend, that rich is equal to money? Now I'm going to prove you rich is not equal to money. Now think about this. Sham is in his job, वो अपनी job में है, रोज 10 घंटे काम करता है और 10 लाख रुपया कमाता है एक साल में. And now Sham works for 10 years, so Sham makes 1 crore rupee in 10 years. Let me ask you, my friend, यहाँ पे शाम ने 10 साल काम किए, 1 करोड़ रुपया कमाया, और वहीं पे राम है in his business. He works for 30 minutes every day. He has put his systems in place and he makes 10 lakh rupees per month. वो एक मंथ में 10 लाख रुपया कमाता है, and in 1 year he makes 1.2 crore rupees. 1 लाख 1 करोड़ 20 लाख रुपया एक साल में कमाता है. Let me ask you, out of these two, who do you think is richer? कौन है ज़्यादा rich? Who is rich? Well, I hope you guessed it right. It is Ram, right? So now, by our experience, we understand that rich is not equal to money. Rich is equal to money upon time, which means that if in any ways, if anybody wants to make more money, then we need to make more money in a short period of time if we really want to become rich. लेकिन हम सबको क्या बोला जाता है? कि be aware of get rich quick schemes. I want to tell you, my friend, if you have to really get rich, you need to be looking for ways of making more money in a short period of time, because you don't have a lot of time. You have a limited age, you have a limited life on this earth. If you don't find ways of making it quick, you will never be able to become rich. Now think about this. There are definitely ways of making more money in a short period of time. Otherwise, Elon Musk सबसे अमीर आदमी कैसे बनता? Otherwise, Jeff Bezos इतना अमीर कैसे बनता? Otherwise, Mark Zuckerberg अमीर कैसे बनता? Otherwise, जो लोग बहुत सारा पैसा कमा लेते हैं, वो कैसे कमा लेते हैं? Will you agree with me? हो सकता है कि एक गरीब आदमी पूरे साल काम करता है, बहुत मेहनत करता है, तब भी शायद 1 लाख रुपया कमाता है, but there are so many people जो कि एक दिन का भी 1 करोड़ रुपया कमाते हैं. So which means that there are ways of making more money. And what if I tell you that making more money in short time is a lot easier than making small money over a long time? Because, my friend, wealth is spiritual in nature. Now, shall I show you how? Think about this. मैं बोला wealth is spiritual in nature. Now this phone is not spiritual in nature. Why? Because ये phone मेरे पास एक जगह है तो एक ही जगह पे है. बट माई वेल्थ इज स्पिरिचुअल इन नेचर, बिकॉज जब हम वेल्थ की बात कर रहे हैं, think about this, my money could be lying in my pocket in the form of currency. My money could be lying in my bank account in the form of figures. My money could be, in the form of Bitcoin. My money could be in the form of gold or silver. My money could be in the form of real estate. My money could be in the form of business. My money could be in a form of shares. So think about this. Which is that one thing which could be, available at many different places at the same time? It's the spirit, right? So that's why I say wealth is spiritual in nature. Now, if you want to literally create a lot of wealth for yourself, your families, or whosoever you really want it for, you need to understand कि wealth create करने के लिए there are 4 levels of value. The only way you can create wealth, my friend, is by providing value to other people. There is no other way. The only reason if you are struggling, my friend, in your life today is because you are only concerned about your problem. I promise you, if you start thinking about other people's problems and solving other people's problems, you will never have to worry about your money problem, at least, because when you solve somebody else's problems, that's how you can change your life. Now there are 4 levels. How many? There are 4 levels. 4 levels of creating value. Well, number 1 is, which is the lowest level of value. Okay, which is the lowest level of value, which is the implementation. Implementation is जहाँ पे बहुत सारे लोग, they are working with their muscle, they are working with their time. So look at all the labor jobs, look at all the frontline jobs. आप अगर एक होटल में जाते हैं तो वहाँ का जो frontline staff है, now they work very hard, all good people, right? So they work very hard. आप किसी कंपनी में जाओगे, उनका जो frontline staff होगा, they work really hard. But what's happening is they are just trading their time for money, and they are trading their muscle, and वो अपने mind का, आइडिया का कोई ज़्यादा काम नहीं करते, राइट? सो नाउ लेट मी आस्क यू, व्हाट इज माइंड? माइंड इज, idea is spiritual in nature, right? So they are not doing more job of things which are spiritual in nature, and that's why they will make very less money. Typically इस तरीके के लोग 1 लाख से 10 लाख रुपया per year कमाएंगे, and they are the ones who are working for long working hours. Will you agree with me? So if somebody is working on this level of value, they will never ever become rich. Now the second level of value is managing people. When you or anyone who is at a place where they are managing other people, तो यहाँ पे it's like कोई manager है, so they don't have to use their muscle, they don't have to use their lot of physical activity, but they are managing other people. So they use less of muscles, but they will still have to be present at their job or at their, whatever they are doing in order to make money. Now over here, they will be making slightly more money. Okay, they could be making somewhere between 10 lakhs a year upward towards 100 lakhs a year, and all the managerial jobs, they come in this cadre. So if you are, or somebody is in this place, what's happening is they're trading their time. Okay, time is again life, and they are making some money which could be better than this, but still you will never be able to break this ceiling because time is limited in nature. Now, how do we really then create wealth? Wealth starts to create above this line, my friend. So what is above this line? Well, the next level of value is when you create some mass influence. Let's say if I have created systems where I am now, with the help of systems, I am able to reach to a lot of people and impact a lot of people and help them with what they want. That's how, I can literally create a lot of wealth for myself. Now think about this. Over here, mind का कुछ ज़्यादा काम नहीं था, right? Very less amount of work, mind work was required. Over here, managing other people is going to require some mind work. Okay, so mind is again idea is spiritual in nature. Now over here, there's a lot of spiritual work which is required. One has to have a very good communication skills, तो आपकी mass communication अच्छी होनी चाहिए. And over here, you don't need, you need to learn how to create systems so that you can help a lot of people. So you don't need to use your muscle, you need to use it less or virtually no muscle, and you don't need to use more of a time, and you'll have a lot of freedom, but at the same time you will have more money. So think about people who are here. जितने भी experts हैं, doctors हैं, singers हैं, cricketers हैं, film stars हैं. So think about this. Film star ने एक film की और उसके बाद वो film जो है जितनी बार भी play होती है, they are making money. Sound के rights हैं या बाकी चीज़ों के rights हैं. So they are making money every time the film is getting played. Now, उन्होंने एक बार मेहनत की, but that engine is working and they are becoming very rich because they are reaching to a lot of people. Now, if you are still struggling in your life, my friend, the only reason is you are not solving a problem for huge number of people. In a way, all of them, they are getting some positive results from you so that they can actually give you, their money as a certificate of appreciation for you helping, reaching to them and helping them. So think about marketers, think about coaches. Now I coach a lot of people how to build their business on the internet, कैसे वो अपनी selling machine बनाए. Now Bill Gates ने कहा था, if you don't learn how to make money while you are sleeping, then you will have to work for your entire life. Now, how can you make money while you are sleeping? The only way you can make money while you are sleeping is if you know how to create your selling machine on the internet. So that's what I know. Okay, so I create my selling machine where I sell some amazing products, and I also help other people who want to sell their services, people who want to sell their products, people who want to sell their courses, people who want to do affiliate marketing. So we help a lot of people who want to build their business on the internet. So this way I have automated my stuff, and I also help them so that they can also automate their stuff. Now this is the place where real wealth starts to get generated. So over here, people can generally make 1 crore rupees per year towards 100 crore rupees per year. Now, which is the next level of value? Well, the highest level of value, my friend, is imagination and creativity. Look at people like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. इन्होंने क्या किया? They used their imagination. Now think about this. Imagination is the highest way, highest faculty of a human being. जब आप creativity के बारे में सोचते हो, everything you see on this planet is created by human mind, right? So किसी ने अपने mind से aeroplanes सोचे, किसी ने कोई business सोचा, किसी ने कुछ सोचा, and people who are using their mind, they are the ones who are making even more money. Now mind is again idea, and which is also spirit. So that's why I say wealth is spiritual in nature. So people over here, they will make the highest amount of money for themselves, right? People over here, they will make the second highest amount of money. Now people over here, they will every time, if you are over here, then you will only have a limited chance, my friend, of breaking through this ceiling and ever be above this line. Now look at yourself, look at your results, think about this. Are you on this implementation stage where you are just using your muscle and time? Are you on this managerial stage? And if you're not operating over here, I would highly encourage you, my friend, this is the time you need to start thinking about it. Now here's the irony of this situation, my friend. Becoming rich is intentional in nature. अगर आपको life में अमीर बनना है, it is going to require a lot of effort from your side, because being poor is by default. I can guarantee you, okay, you do whatever, I can't guarantee you that you will ever become rich, but I can guarantee you if you do nothing, you will become poor. How easy is this, right? So think about this. Becoming rich is intentional in nature because इस nature के एक law है. If you really want to become wealthy, you will have to take a lot of action, you will have to persevere, and only then you can succeed. Now, when you have to actually become very, very intentional, you need to understand कि आपके पास दो choices हैं. You can operate with a poor mindset, and you can operate with a rich mindset. Let me ask you, my friend, how many people do you think they are rich? Less than 5% people, okay, they are rich. And 95% of the people, they might be good, but they are not rich. Why? Because they have a poor mindset. Now I want to show you how I moved from 95% towards 5%. How, if you really want, you can take these learnings and implement it in your business. Completely your choice. I'll just share with you what they are. Number one is poor mindset people. They think time is money. Have you ever heard about this, my friend? कि लोग कहते हैं time is money, and they happily trade their time for money. उनको लगता है टाइम कंप्लीटली फ्री है. Whereas rich mindset people, they understand the value of time. Let me ask you, my friend, आपके पास इस लाइफ में what is this life made up of? Is this not made up of just time? Well, yes, right? So you have only time when you are living on this planet. And if you don't value your time, nobody else will value you. Well, that's one of the reasons I never work on phone calls or Zoom calls for free. So when if you talk of a lot of people, they have a lot of ample amount of time. They don't value their time, and if they want, they'll just say, okay, can we have a phone call? Can we have these things? And I tell them, if you want to have a phone call with me, we do provide paid consultation services. Pay me 1 lakh rupees for an hour, and do whatever you want with me for 1 hour, because that 1 hour is my life, my friend. And I value my time, whether you value yours or not. And so I would highly encourage you start thinking like rich, that time is valuable than money, and stop trading your time for money. Instead, start using your money so that you can gain back, you can buy back your time, because that's your most precious asset in your life, my friend. Now, these people, 95% of the people, they think there are no shortcuts in life. Do you also think, my friend, there are no shortcuts in life? Well, these people, they understand, people with the rich mindset, they're always looking for what are the shortcuts in life. Now think about this. In my business, there are so many other coaches also who are not using technology, who are not using automation, and they are just teaching other people one by one. Whereas I use complete automation, which gives me complete freedom, so I don't have to trade my time. At the same time, I can scale because I can reach to as many people as I want on complete automation. So I have looked for those shortcuts intentionally. So you need to start looking for shortcuts. Next is, these people think business is risky and they don't try. Let me tell you, my friend, a secret. People who think business is risky, they are taking the biggest risk by not taking this risk. Whereas these people, they understand that business is a skill and they can learn this skill. Anybody can learn this skill and then they can move ahead in their life. Now, these people, you know, when people, they have a poor mindset, they typically believe that rich people are bad. And this is also because हमारे को project ऐसे किया जाता है. If you look at movies, they will show you that, you know, कि hero जो है वो बेचारा गरीब सा आदमी है who's struggling in his life, whereas villains, they have, you know, big cars, they have big, you know, businesses, and so it's projected as if rich people are bad. And what happens is, subconsciously we will never want to become someone or portray someone whom we believe is bad. And so these people, they believe that being rich is bad, and they never ever are even trying to become rich because they have been programmed, they've been conditioned to stay broke. But whereas rich people, they understand, you know, that rich people, they are the best. And if you don't understand, just go closer to them and you will understand, you know, which are the best people. Now, I truly love every human being, but I'm just telling you that success is possible for every human being, but it's a choice. And we can make those conscious choices, we can make those conscious decisions to start thinking like rich mindset people, and everything in your life will start to changing. Now, over here, these people have been taught that one should be satisfied. Now, this is one of the biggest crime which is happening in the, you know, in the lives of middle class people or poor people, and people with typical poor mindset. They say that one should be satisfied in life. Let me ask you, my friend, if you go to Jeff Bezos, if you go to Elon Musk, and if you ask them, do you really want your companies to grow even bigger? Do you really want to make even more wealth? What do you think those guys are going to tell you? Well, they will say, you know, definitely yes, right? So these people, they think that being satisfied is like a very wise thing. But I want to tell you that the natural flow of life is towards growth. एक सीड कितना बड़ा ट्री बनेगा, जितना बड़ा वो बन सकता है, राइट? सो यू शुड ऑलवेज बी हंग्री फॉर ग्रोथ. So these people, they are hungry for growth and success, and that's what I would recommend. These people believe that business needs a lot of money. Now, there are some businesses which need a lot of money, but in fact, most of the businesses, they are built on ideas. If you look at some of the biggest unicorns, they started small. When I started, I just had a computer and an internet connection, and I just started by, you know, my business all by myself. No hanky-panky big investment. Now, there were some investments which are required, investments in my learnings, investment in maybe some gadgets, in some lighting or camera or those stuff. But I want to tell you that businesses, it does not require a lot of money when you understand what is the right way of building a business. So these people, they understand, who have a rich mindset, they understand that business requires more of an idea than money. Now, these people, they waste a lot of time in entertainment. Now, these days, think about this, IPL shuru ho gaya. Just yesterday, somebody asked me, are you watching the IPL match? I said, why should I? So think about this. If you are watching IPL match, you are giving your 3 hours of your time, and time is life, my friend. You're giving 3 hours of your life to watch someone who is not going to help you or your family in any which ways. You can use that time into learning a skill or building your business, which will transform your life, and it can transform the lives of your generation as well. Why would I waste my time on watching a movie or watching a cricket match, which is not going to impact my life? In fact, it's going to just take away my life. Now, if you still believe that that's entertainment, that's because you have been conditioned to believe. To me, that's a waste of life, that's a waste of efforts. But if you believe that when you are not in the best financial shape of your life, and if you are giving your 3 hours watching somebody else's game, who don't even care about you, who don't even know you, who don't even like you, I can only say that it's completely waste of time. Whereas these people, they invest time to learn new things. That's why आपने सुना होगा billionaires, millionaires, they read a lot of books, and those books, they give them more ideas to grow in life. Now, these people think that business can be started. Business takes a long time to start, whereas these people, they think that they know that business can be started fast. These people, they don't take chances. So if you don't take chances, my friend, it's like if you are not willing to lose, you also say no to winning. If you say no to trying, you also say no to achieving anything great in life. So these people, they take calculative chances. Now, बहुत बारी हमारे को बोला जाता है business is risky. Let me tell you, no entrepreneur who does business is doing business because it is risky. They are taking calculative chances. Now, I'm not talking about those people who have absolutely no idea what business is. तो वो कहीं से सुनते हैं, just excited हो जाते हैं, अपना पूरा पैसा लगा देते हैं. Real entrepreneurs, what they do is they only invest some amount of money first so that they understand that this model is working, and once they crack the code of winning, उसके बाद वो उसको scale करते हैं. Now, these people, they typically believe that only I should win, whereas people who are really rich mindset, they understand if my customers, they win, only that's the way how I would win. That's how, अगर आप जेफ बेजोस को देखेंगे, उन्होंने जब एप्पल बनाई, he just wanted to give the best user experience to people, and he knew that if he does take care of his consumers, his customers, the customers are going to take care of his company as well. And that's what we do in our business. Okay, so always ensure that your customers win. These people over here have a poor mindset. They think that job is secure. Now, think about this. They are actually giving their most precious thing, which is their time, for somebody's little bit of money, just praying and hoping the job is secure. Whereas these days, we know that job is no more secure. And what's happening is they are giving the most precious thing, which is their life, for just little bit of money. And what's happening is, इनके बच्चों को फिर से जीरो से स्टार्ट करना पड़ता है. Whereas in entrepreneurs case, they understand that businesses create freedom, so they create businesses जिससे उनका बच्चे जो है, उनकी नेक्स्ट जनरेशन जो है, वो वहीं से स्टार्ट करती है, and then they move to the next level. Now, these people, they have no time for family because they are completely trading their time for money. They are working very hard physically, whereas these people, they enjoy time and life with family because they create systems, and their systems, they work for them so that they can even earn even when they are sleeping. Now I'm going to give you the concept of financial home as well. तो अगर आप सोचते हैं that you don't have a lot of money, but you still are interested to make a progress on this path कि किस तरीके से मैं भी riches की तरफ बढ़ सकता हूँ, I'm going to give you the formula, okay, the framework how this works. So think about this. This is the concept of financial home. तो जैसे हम सबका एक घर होता है, एक घर के अंदर डिफरेंट कमरे होते हैं, एंड ऐसे ही सबका एक फाइनेंशियल होम है. तो आपका भी फाइनेंशियल होम है, मेरा भी फाइनेंशियल होम है. नाउ आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट सिबिल, जो कि हमारी फाइनेंशियल रेटिंग बताती है, हम उसकी बात नहीं कर रहे, बट एक कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ फाइनेंशियल होम मैं बता रहा हूँ. तो आपके घर में, फाइनेंशियल होम में, ये समझ लीजिए कि एक इमेजिनरी होम है. इसके अंदर 4 कमरे हैं. नंबर 1 इज अर्नड इनकम, जो इनकम आप कमा के लाते हैं, दैट इज दी नंबर 1 रूम. नंबर 2 इज इनकम फ्रॉम एसेट्स, जो आपके एसेट्स हैं उनसे जो इनकम आती है. नंबर 3 इज जो पैसा हम स्टेटस या लाइफस्टाइल पे यूज करते हैं. एंड नंबर 4 इज लिविंग एक्सपेंसेस. ये एक्सपेंसेस हैं जो खाने पीने या बिजली पानी, जो कि डेली नीड्स के ऊपर यूज होते हैं. आई एम गोइंग टू जस्ट शो यू कि रिच का फाइनेंशियल होम कैसा लगता है, मिडिल क्लास का कैसा लगता है, और पुअर का कैसा लगता है. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द फाइनेंशियल होम ऑफ अ पुअर क्लास. नाउ becoming poor, there is nothing bad in it, my friend. First of all, you need to understand your present situation does not decide कि आज से 1 साल बाद, 3 साल बाद या 5 साल बाद आपकी सिचुएशन कैसी होगी. It just tells us कि अभी सिचुएशन क्या है. There could be any reasons, but what I'm showing you is generally इनका पैटर्न क्या होता है अपने फाइनेंसिस को, अपने फंड्स को यूज करने का. सो लुक एट द पुअर पर्सन्स फाइनेंशियल होम. तो क्या होता है कि ये लोग काम करते हैं, कुछ अर्नड इनकम लेके आते हैं. ओके, कुछ पैसा ये बनाते हैं, जनरेट करते हैं. इनकम जब आती है, व्हाट्स हैपनिंग इज दे आर यूजिंग द एंटायर इनकम इन लिविंग एक्सपेंसेस. नाउ आई एग्री विद यू कि उनके पास शायद बहुत ज़्यादा रूम नहीं होता कि वो कहीं और लगा सकें उस पैसे को. सो दे आर कंप्लीटली हैंड टू माउथ. बट स्टिल आई होप यू विल एग्री विद मी, बहुत सारे लोग दे यूज सम काइंड ऑफ इंटॉक्सिकेशन and they have some kind of entertainment. If they still want, they can still save some money, but most of the people, they will decide not to save money. They will always be hand to mouth because उनका habitual वैसा रहने का स्टाइल बन गया है. They don't save, they don't learn, they have no long term vision. They think life is hard and they have compromised with the fact that life is hard. And then what's happening is they're just hand to mouth in this case. Now, do you think they will ever become rich with such kind of a mindset? Well, it's not going to be possible. Now let's look at the financial home of a middle class. Well, middle class, मैं भी एक middle class से ही आता हूँ. I used to go to my job, nothing bad in it. अगर आपको learning लेनी है तो job बहुत ज़रूरी है. And what happens typically is एक middle class में जब इंसान job पे जाता है, they bring some earned income. Now for most of the middle class people, they think that the only purpose of money is to buy things. And so they are working for that paper, for that money, so that they can buy more things. They are working for that so that they can maintain their credit. वो EMI पे कर सकें. And वो क्या करता है, जैसे ही उनके पास EMI आती है, वो अपने स्टेटस और लाइफस्टाइल पे यूज करते हैं. दे थिंक कि रिच के पास एक बड़ी गाड़ी है, रिच के पास एक घर है, रिच के पास एक अच्छा सोफा सेट है, एक अच्छा टीवी है. एंड व्हाट हैपेंस इज दे ट्राई टू मॉडल rich with their limited money. So what happens is they spend on parties, they spend on phones, they spend on cars, they spend on trips, they buy homes, they spend on TV and furniture. Now बड़े ध्यान से देखने वाली बात यह है, my friend, that nobody teaches us this financial education. और ये सारे के सारे लोग उन चीज़ों पे खर्चा करते हैं and they are spending money. And in fact EMI लेके खर्चा कर रहे हैं. So if you see, बहुत सारे लोगों ने बड़ी बड़ी EMI बनाई होती हैं, but they don't have the understanding that instead of buying these diminishing assets, they should be working on income producing assets, वो assets जो उनको income produce करके दे सकते हैं, जो कि उनके business बना सकते हैं. But that's not how we have been conditioned. We have been conditioned in this consumer centric marketplace जहाँ बहुत सारा पैसा ये middle class यहीं पे लगा देती है, and after that they are just live with limited hand to mouth living expenses, and so they are again hand to mouth. बहुत सारे इनफैक्ट मिडिल क्लास को आप देखेंगे. I always tell people, आज की तारीख में more percentage of people in middle class, they are in fact poorer than the newborn baby, because newborn baby के सिर पे कोई debt नहीं है. अगर आप middle class को देखेंगे, उनके सिर पे बहुत सारा debt है. EMI उन्होंने इतनी सारी बना रखी हैं. So they save a little, they don't learn, they have no long-term vision. So there is not much of a difference. And so let me ask you, will you think they will ever become rich with this kind of a mindset? You know the answer. Now let's look at the financial home of a rich. And by rich, I'm telling you that you could be making any amount of money today. If you want, you can start modeling these rich and you will see your results started to change. So ये लोग क्या करते हैं, जब भी इनके पास कोई इनकम आती है, immediately they don't jump into putting that money for their lifestyle. तो अपना lifestyle upgrade करने के लिए, अपना status upgrade करने के लिए ये उसमें नहीं कूद जाता है. They understand that the money they have made is very important for their freedom, and what they do is कि उससे वो इनकम एसेट्स के ऊपर खर्चते हैं, उन चीज़ों पे खर्चते हैं अपना पैसा जिससे वो पैसे से और पैसा बना सके. सो दे इन्वेस्ट इन बिजनेस, they invest in creating systems, they invest in education, they invest in selling products. तो वो क्या करते हैं, उससे और पैसा बन सके वो बनाते हैं. Now what happens is, over a period of time उनका जो parent money था, it starts producing even more money, which means उनको baby money भी आने लगता है. Now उस baby money से, so they don't invest their main money, so they invest their baby money, then they invest on lifestyles. Now these people, they can have whatever they want. They can spend on parties, phones, cars, trips, whatever they want, because this time they have created an asset. They have created a machine which is actually producing them money. Okay, whereas in the case of middle class, they were just working out of their hard work, and they were just every month कुछ earn किया और वो पैसा लगा रहे थे. Where these people, they have created systems so that now they don't have to trade their time also, and at the same time they can live that life also, and then they are able to pay for the living expenses. Now these people, they enjoy life, they can reinvest in business, they can build partnerships. आपने देखा होगा अमीर आदमी और businesses के साथ partner करता है, and that way they are growing and they have a long term vision in their life. Now, I want to tell you, my friend, if you literally want to become rich someday, first of all, you will never make more money than the amount of money you allow yourself to think is a lot of money. तो अगर आप सोचते हैं कि 20 लाख का मंथ बहुत बड़ा अमाउंट है, you will never make 20 लाख रुपया in a month in your life. But if you start believing that, yes, I can make 20 lakh rupees in a month also, all I need is to figure out how I can sell some amazing products to a lot of people, then your mindset can change and you can start focusing on taking those actions which can make you become rich someday. So think about this. Let's say if somebody has to make 20 lakh rupees, and let's say if they are selling a product which gives them a 10,000 rupees profit, which means if they could just sell 200 units which are giving 10,000 rupees profits in a month, they can still make 20 lakh rupees in a month. Now, if they could sell a product which gives 1 lakh rupees of a profit, which means then they only need to sell 20. Now, you might say, why would anybody buy 1 lakh rupee product, or a product which gives 1 lakh rupee profit from someone? Well, they will only buy if you are solving a big enough problem which is worth 1 lakh rupees. So think about this. When I give business consultations to people who literally want to transform their businesses, and so when they pay me 1 lakh rupee for an hour, I give them a consultation which changes their business for times to come, and every month they are able to generate, make more profits by at least 3 to 5 lakh rupees every month. Now they've had the winning, a winning deal with, making this investment with me. Now there are different levels of services as well, and you can also become that person of value who will, whom people will be really interested to, give their money if you can literally solve a big enough problem for them. All right. Now, this is the right way of, approaching a business. So I hope you found this useful. Please share with more people. Now, one more thing which is very much required is, one is you need to, start thinking in your mind that, that becoming rich is good and I can literally make a money, and then start looking for ways how you can, solve a problem creatively. And you also need to understand that poor people, they think that money is a limited resource. Now, what they think is that if there are X number of people in a country or in a state or wherever they are, and there is X amount of money, so they think that if somebody is becoming rich, it means that somebody else is going to become poor. Okay. Now, have you heard about this, that poor is becoming poorer because rich is becoming richer? Whereas, in fact, that's not the truth. So what's happening is, rich, they understand that money is just like a fruit. Now, fruit is the only thing, my friend, which has its reproductive seed inside, which means that अगर ये मैंगो का सीड है और मैं इसको अगर सही जगह प्लांट करूंगा, not only I'll get a tree, but I'll get a tree with a lot of mangoes, okay? And in every mango, I get a seed which can actually give me more trees and more mangoes, more trees and more mangoes. So rich, they understand that money is like a fruit. And so what they understand is that if they make more money, it's going to actually help other people also improve their lifestyle, and they will also be able to make money. So think about this. If you become rich, if you make more money, it means that you can have a better home. So people who are in construction business, they will make money. You will hire a servant, you will have a car, you will maybe have some gardener or something. So if you think about this, when you make a lot of money, you actually contribute to the community, you actually contribute to the growth of the society. And that's why we say that entrepreneurs, they are the building blocks of any nation. And if you understand this now, if you just change this relationship, you will find more ways and more reasons why you need to be, taking action and becoming rich. Now, let me ask you the big question. Do you feel fear in building your business? Because if you have to literally become rich, you'll have to build your business, because just by doing a service or trading your time, you will never be able to break through, beyond a certain time, or, beyond a certain level. So do you also feel fear in building your business? So now let me tell you, if you said yes, it's okay. I want you to know that it's not fear, it's anxiety. Anxiety is, my friend, जब भी हम कोई नई चीज़ करने जाते हैं, हमें एंग्जाइटी होती है. नाउ फियर इज फॉर something real, fear is a danger for a real threat, it's for something real, like a tiger comes in front of you, that's fear, because agar fear wo samne aa gaya. Now the problem is anxiety, it looks exactly the same like fear, और हमें लगता है कि हम डर रहे हैं, whereas anxiety is a natural state when we want to try something new. It's like अगर आपको कार चलानी नहीं आती और अगर मैं आपको कहूँ कार में बैठिए तो क्या होगा, आपको आती नहीं, यू विल हैव दैट एंग्जाइटी. इट्स नॉट फियर, इट्स एंग्जाइटी. अगर आपको स्विमिंग नहीं आती एंड इफ आई टेल यू टू जंप इनटू अ स्विमिंग पूल where you have all the protection around you, you will still have that anxiety, right? So you need to understand the difference between the fear and anxiety, and you need to be willing to move forward in spite of having that anxiety. Now, in spite of me giving you all the, if you want, you can literally watch this video again, and in spite of me giving you all the secrets in this video, I want you to know that still after this, very few people, they will be able to, literally take action and transform their lives. And let me give you the reason why. Okay, and let me give you the reasons why. So think about this. एक ये law है जिसको कहते हैं Price's law. Okay, this is the Price's law. Now Price's law कहता है, what is, आप जाएं तो इंटरनेट पे जाके सर्च मार सकते हैं. Price's law कहता है that 50% of the number in any domain, 50% of the number in any domain produces 50% results. Now let me tell you इसका क्या मतलब है, because this is very important for you to understand if you literally want to change your life. Now this is nature's law. जैसे आपने 80-20 सुना होगा, 80-20 principle कहता है that 20% of the activities they give you 80% of the results. Now this is Price's law, which says that 50% of the number produces 50% of the results. जैसे मिसाल के तौर पे मान लीजिए अगर 9 लोग, okay, if 9 people they are doing some activity, तो 9 का square root कितना हुआ? What is the square root of 9? Well, it is 3, right? Now 3 people, so in this case 3 people, they will be producing 50% of the results. Okay, which means that अगर मैं, so which means अगर 9 लोग थे, so 6 people they will be giving 50% contribution and 3 people they will be giving 50% of the contribution, which means कि ये 3 के पास ज़्यादा हिस्सा होगा. Now ये नंबर सुनने में अभी बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं लगा. Now let's increase this number. So think about this. Let's say कि 10,000 लोग हैं, अगर वो कुछ काम करते हैं. Now what we need to do is 10,000 का हमें square root निकालना होगा. Okay. So 10,000 का square root है 100, which means that 100 people over here, in this case, are going to give 50% of the results, whereas यहाँ पे you can just 100 less कर दीजिए, so 9,900 people, I hope my maths is right, they will be producing 50% of the results. My friend, this is what is nature's law. Okay, this is like Price's law, which is saying that 100 people they will be getting 50% of the outcome, and these 9,900 people they will only produce 50% of the results, which means that that's why you will see only few people of few percentage of people they will make a lot of money. Now this law, this is a universal law. Okay, now this law just states that this is how the skew is going to be. Now you can decide, this is your decision whether you want to be. Now these people they will always be among the these will be miserable many, right? So how many people do you think they are struggling in their life? They are miserable many, and these are fantastic few. Now you have a choice whether you want to be among fantastic few or you want to be among miserable many. That's completely up to you. Okay, that's the choice you have. But the law states that at any given point of time, this is how the story is going to look like. Now most of the people they are comfortable over here. But let me ask you, who's really comfortable? These guys are comfortable or these guys are comfortable? Now let's increase the number. Let's say if there are 10 lakh people, okay, I'm going to just put that number 10 lakh, okay, and I'm going to just Okay, so there are 10 lakh people. So what is the square root of 10 lakh people? Which means 1000 people. These people, they are going to get 50% of the results, my friend. Whereas minus, so 9,99,000 people, they will get 50% of the results. Now their Price's law is going to work on this also again, which means that 50, square root of this number is going to get 50% of the results, and that's why you see it's literally difficult to make a lot of money in the society, because that's something which is rooted in the universe, in the principles of this universe. But at the same time, I want to tell you, with commitment, with right action, with practices, you can literally attract some amazing results in your life. लेट मी नो कि ये वीडियो आपको कैसा लगा. अगर अच्छा लगा और लोगों से शेयर कीजिए. आई बिलीव दिस इंफॉर्मेशन कैन हेल्प यू इन बिग वेज. Wish you all the best. Cheers, God bless. I want to tell you that you have the power to be among a fantastic few. Wish you all the best. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.